Hello and welcome to another BWhack review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Steve Park's Whelen Chevy from 2000. As always, take a look at the box. As you got some pretty nice box sleeve artwork here. Got Whelen, engineers for the emergency warning industry. Got Steve Park and Steve Park signature, number 31. Down the side you have the same stuff. See, this is an official NASCAR 2000 product. Down the side you have Action Racing Collectibles, Action the leader in motorsports merchandising. GoRacing.com. Got the same stuff down the back of the box. Action Racing Collectibles, and you of course have your copyright and such on the bottom of the box. Here is the car itself. Now this is a very iconic paint scheme. This paint scheme has been used in just about every form of racing in existence. It's been used in Cup, Xfinity, Busch Series, Truck Series. It's been used in other types of series on like the Whelen Corvettes. It's been used on modifieds. Just a very iconic paint scheme. Whelen's had basically the same paint scheme for, like 20, 30 years now. They've kind of made changes to it over the years, but it's been basically the same paint scheme. It's just iconic enough that nobody really wants it to change. Ryan Newman, about like 5 years ago now, actually did run a throwback to this paint scheme in the Coca-Cola 600 on his 31 car back when he was with RCR. Said they didn't make a diecast of that car, but that was really cool to see the car back in Cup like that, especially with the number 31 car. Steve Park raced this for about 2 or 3 seasons in the Busch Series back in the early 2000s. Sadly, this was the car that he got in his terrible, terrible accident in 2001, the year after this diecast. At Darlington, his career-ending accident. I mean, he still kept racing after the accident, but he was just never the same after that accident. So it was just a terrible freak accident. His steering locked up at the same time that somebody was coming to get their lap back on the bottom, so it just happened to collide at the worst possible spot, and it's just one of those freak accidents you can really do nothing about. But it's definitely a shame because that was pretty much the accident that kind of, like I said, he was never the same after that. But anyways, let's focus on this car for right now. This is the year before that. Let's get down to sponsors. On the hood you have Whelen, engineers for the emergency warning industry. Got Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Down the side you have Whelen. Got number 31. You, of course, have your regular contingencies and such up front. Has a little... supposed to be a tornado as the jack stand. That's fun. Got nothing on the C post. And on the B post, you have Coca-Cola. And not entirely sure what that logo below it is. Somebody please tell me what that logo is. Of course, you have Steve Park's signature on the roof. On the back, you have Whelen. Whelen.com. Got number Chevy. Number Chevy. That was really good. Anyways, on the deck lid, you got Whelen Motorsports. You got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood. Got nothing on the inner side of the hood. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. Deck lid, of course, still opens on these older cars. Got your typical fuel cell and such back there. No roof flaps on these old diecast. And there's the underside of the car if you want to see that. It does have these sticker tires, if you're interested in those. Like I said, just a really cool kind of iconic paint scheme. It's definitely a shame that it's remembered for the wrong reasons for Steve Park, but it's one of the only ways to actually get this paint scheme as a diecast. For some reason, it just never gets offered in a diecast form over the years. There's been sort of diecast here and there, especially with other racing series. Honestly, this year in the 24 Hours of Daytona, Chase Elliott's prototype was basically this paint scheme. It was a number 31 too, I'm pretty sure. But Whelen's still in a bunch of different types of motorsports, but I don't think they've so beyond that Ryan Newman car, I don't think they've been in the top 3 series in NASCAR in at least 5 years or since that car. I'm honestly surprised they haven't popped back into Darlington at any of the points. This would be a perfect car for Whelen to pop back into a car and run this paint scheme at Darlington. But kind of surprised that hasn't happened yet, honestly. Because I said this is a pretty beloved, iconic paint scheme. If you want this diecast, this is actually a little bit hard to get. It's not insanely rare or valuable or anything, but it's one of those cars that's honestly doesn't pop up that much. You have to actually search for it a little bit. You're not just going to go on eBay and find 30 of them. But it doesn't go for any crazy amount of money or anything. Remember, for all of your diecast needs, you can go to CircleBDiecast.com. If you use the code BWhack, you get free shipping on any order over $20. So go check that out for any diecast you might need. But I think that's pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of Steve Park's Whelen Chevy from 2000. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.